What's going on, you guys? Hope you guys are having a good day here. Jason here. You may have seen in my prior video this particular coffee machine that I own. I'm not going to mention any brand names. You know, the popular, thing with coffee, the machines that are named after coffee. Don't say it on the video. This one had a problem where it wasn't brewing into the coffee pot. And I took the basket out. This is the brew basket. I cleaned the spring on here, went over the spring. And this is the part that you want to, be aware of. This little washer here may not open and close properly. And you got to clean that with some dish detergent soap. And what was going on in this machine is, and I discovered, I'm going to show you with a flashlight really quick down in this tank here. There's a little water jet down there, you see. And that can clog up from coffee grinds. And what happens with a lot of these machines, the company that makes this is very, very proprietary. And if you use the wrong one, the water's going to rise up and go down. Or if you're filling the coffee grinds in here, it's going to go in the tank. The better machines like this had the water jet on the lid when you raise it up, and those are actually better. And this one we bought brand new, and it just would not brew. The heating element's working fine. All the controls are working fine. In the bottom here, you have this water tube. I thought it was this one that was clogged, and this one it was clogged. That went from here on there, and at this, and this was all clogged. And that's why it wouldn't brew. Here's your thermostat here, so it won't overheat and start a fire. There's a lot of safety features on this. Circuit board with capacitors. Now, you want to use spring water. You don't want to use tap water. There was no calcium buildup. It was all from coffee grinds. And these are very good machines. It's not that the machine stops brewing and dripping. It's because you're doing the wrong thing, or you're not doing the brew basket correctly. People said they will leak. It's because they get clogged and the water runs over because you use the wrong filter basket. And then when you want it to brew, either the spring is not releasing, and then it's going to run over and start to flood on you. This machine here on the left, I bought in 2004, and I paid $79.95. And these were the better machines. These came with the stainless steel carafe, which is actually better than glass. Then, I got a call the other day from the thrift store where I live, Christian thrift store, and they got one of these in with a glass carafe with the same design. And these are actually better machines. What I like about these is they have the stainless steel metal water jet. This is like a full-size shower head on the door that lifts up. This is actually a better design. And then you're away from the water reservoir where you're not going to get coffee grinds. Even on these, you want to use the right filter basket. It really matters. And I went with this particular filter basket because I really like it. And I hope this does the job. I really, really hope it does. But this filter basket has a screen in the bottom. And you and I know from using paper filters, if the coffee and water can flow through, it's not going to leak all over, and it's going to get into the craft. This machine is over 16 years old and it's still going strong. And I have another version of one of these with a square clock that I repaired, and I put new parts in, and that one works. And it matters what water you use. You want to use spring water. Why I like this other design on the left better is because they sell these filter discs that you put over the brew basket, which is actually better. And it's with charcoal, and nothing's going to get in the tank. That's a smart design. Now, I went to the store tonight, and I looked at the same manufacturer. They actually have a nicer Mr. Coffee with a smooth glass front that's stainless and black, and you don't have all these buttons you got to worry about. And they had the same design as like this one here, the jet on the lid. I rather have the one on the left because the one on the left is actually made better. Now, this one's going to be repaired. And I demonstrated on my video, it's not the company's fault. It's consumer error that doesn't do it right. Our immediate response is we want to lift the lid, pour the water in, pour the coffee, and it gets all down in there, drops down, and you're going to ruin the whole machine. And this one's been fully repaired with this jet. This has been all cleaned. I like to use distilled vinegar. Vinegar on that and water. And this one's in really good shape. And we're going to get this going. I have to find a long brush but not every filter is specified. When I looked at all the models tonight, some of the coffee machines came with a reusable filter. Some only showed paper filters. That the company has a reason. Now, working with a paper filter, my brain would tell me you have a reusable filter basket with a screen on the bottom so the water can flow into the coffee pot and not back up and overflow. And the common problem that I hear from people, well, my machine's not brewing. Well, you gotta do some maintenance on it. You gotta find out why. You know, it doesn't have to be difficult. This one's gonna be cleaned and put away. This is still an old good one. You know, I personally like the stainless steel carafe. I think they made much better. You know, one of these came into the thrift store with a glass carafe, a 12 cup. I'd like to get my hands on that. I didn't think we were going to be doing a video on coffee machines, and I think it's time that the public knows what not to do and what you must do properly to maintain these things. It's not difficult, and the reason why people are having reported issues, it's lack of how to use the machine properly. You know, it's easy to say, well, the company may. There's nothing that I see on any of these that there's a design flaw. You know, it's always consumer error. You know, this is a really nice machine here. They have a big version of this same 5-cupper that I'm working on with a nice front that's smooth to the touch. I like the black and stainless. I think it looks better. These are not bad machines, I'm going to tell you. Another common problem that people, you know, some of them have the removable water tank. Those are prone for problems where they don't want to work right and then they leak all over. You have to clean the mechanism, and you have to have, and if that spring wears out, the mechanism's not going to fully disengage, and you're going to have water flowing all over like you never imagined. This one's had the washer cleaned, and this goes in there like that. This is programmable. I like auto program where you can shut it off. Hope you got something out of my video. This is Jason tonight. I am out. Peace.